Yeah, Ashish, Ganesh.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
so okay, okay. Yeah, so I have around 15 to 20 years experience in IT, and I started as Windows admin, and then I was also Active Directory domain admin, and then
Okay.
for the last 5 years I've been a project manager. So not that much technical. But now I'm trying
Understood.
to get into some technical stuff like with respect to migrations, like from VMware to AWS or Azure. So I'm working on the migration things right now and trying
Okay.
to learn.
Okay. Okay. So I understood your requirement. So when you said from VMware, where is that VMware? It is on
On
premises
premises.
or
On
on
premises.
okay on premises. And when
So
you are
my
going to a
company,
cloud,
so my company is planning to train us on VMware migrations, so they can reach out to other clients and get new projects for migrations. Because VMware licensing is very expensive here in the US, so a lot of
yeah.
companies they are staying away from VMware and going to AWS or Azure or Hyper-V.
Okay. So there are many things which comes into play here. First thing is when you talk about the VMware migrations, there are two kind of migrations in VMware happens. First thing is called lift and shift, means as is migrations, right? Okay. Another is called rehost or replatform, or you can say a kind of modernization migration. So if you are migrating from VMware EC, take an example, VMware VMs to AWS EC2 instances, does those application assessment has been done by a specific team prior to migration? Like, whether these applications which are running on a cloud, sorry, which is running on VMware infrastructure on premises will be capable of running on a cloud or not. Because on premises, basically it is monolithic, right? They are highly coupled with each other. When it goes to the cloud, it becomes API centric. So those assessment has been done. If yes, then it's fine. If not, then that assessment has to be done first. And then we can proceed further and train you up. This is one part. But sometimes some customers, what they say is, okay, Ashish, we have not done the assessment and we don't have a time for doing assessment because our license is expiring very soon. So what we do is they go for VMware on AWS or VMware on Azure, right? And then they do as is migration. Only thing is that they will remove of their chunk which is on prem, and then they will have a sufficient time on cloud, right, to modernize their application, and then from there they have to migrate. So what kind of offerings your company wants to deliver, basically?
Yeah, right now they don't have anything because they will look for clients who needs help with the migrations, VMware migrations. So we don't have any, assessment done on the client side. So we don't know what kind of environment we will get for migrations.
Hmm.
But it will.
So
I'm currently looking for VM migrations, like virtual machines migration.
okay. So Jeffrey, I understand you are looking at for it, but okay, so let me proceed further in training you how to do a VMware. Okay, are you okay? Which platform they are looking for, Azure or AWS? Because currently I am working on an account where basically I'm working on VMware on AWS migrations. Okay,
Yes,
from
so
VMware to
AWS and Azure and Hyper-V. So Hyper-V, it's easy. It's not that difficult, but AWS and Azure will be good.
okay, so you are looking for end to end, like from scratch till the end for the configuration and all,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, everything. Yeah.
And are you do you have lab capabilities and all those things will be taken care by you or taken care by Ganesh?
I don't have anything. setup.
Okay, you don't have anything. So see, I'll tell you. There are two ways of doing it. I can teach you theoretically. I can explain you things theoretically, and what other tools are required. I can explain you about the tools. But when it comes to real example, then I have to train you up. Means in the lab environment. But are you going to work on a technical front, or you're still going to be a program manager there? That
No,
is
no,
my question.
technical front also. Yeah, technical front also. So I
So
need a
you
lab also. I mean, hands-on.
hands-on as well. Okay, 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 that's fine. Because for few things I can help you to get the labs, for few things which we cannot, right? For example, AWS MGN service and Azure Migrate are free of cost, that we can do it, right? But VMware HCX migration tool is not free of cost. Okay, so that license requires a lot of investment, and trust me, it is not very important to invest that much money. So I can help you to learn on AWS MGL services and Azure Migrate. That's fine for me. So uh, this is our first call. I may get into another call maybe by Friday or maybe by Thursday to what I understood from your requirement. Okay, and draft a brief plan of training. First, I'll start with from VMware on-premises to AWS. Okay.
Can you also please tell us something about your background
Okay.
and
So
your migration experience? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sure. So I will send you my profile as well. Okay, I think Ganesh can do that, right? So okay, so I have total 18 plus years of experience. Okay, and I started my journey with Wipro Technologies, where I worked as a network admin, right? And after working a couple of years as a network administrator, I moved to another technology called NAS, Network Attached Storage, and SAN. There I have worked for a couple of years, and in 2012 I moved to IBM. Till 2015, I was working in IBM to a specific team where I was just taking care of customers' storage and environment. In 2017 onwards, I have moved to a special competency, something called Cloud Migration Factory. And there, my job was to migrate the customer's physical infrastructure from on premises to the cloud using a different kind of migration tool. So we started with some tools called PlateSpin, Zerato. We had it. Zerato was basically for the virtual machines, on the VMware front. Then we have PlateSpin. Then we had Carbonite. Then we used VMware HCX. For the storage migrations, we have used for NAS. We have used StorageX tool for block level storage. That is SAN. We have used Cirrus, right? And so all these different kind of tools we have used by 2018 and 19 to migrate virtual machines storage, everything. Azure came up with their own tool called Azure Migrate. In the same way, AWS also has come up with a tool called AWS MGN services. So then we started working how to migrate the virtual machines from on premises to cloud using AWS MGN service. Then AWS has another tool called AWS Data Sync, which they use for the storage migrations, right? NAS, especially specifically for NAS. Then I have migrated EMC Isilon NAS shares to AWS FSx in shares from on-premises to cloud using AWS Data Sync. And currently, I'm working on a project for my one of the client in Australia where I'm using artificial intelligence tool called AWS Transform to migrate virtual machines on VMware uh, to AWS EC2 instances using AWS MGN services. Yeah.
Yeah, the transform is the AI front end for.
Yes, Transform is basically AI front end. So what I do is I basically import the ATX discovery tool in the VMware environment. It runs for 28 days. Then it gives me a set of files. That files I upload on the AWS Transform. And then what happens is AWS Transform basically, what it does is basically it goes ahead and does the wave planning. It goes ahead and tells me how the network conversions will happen, right? So all those things happen, and according to that, we proceed further. So so that's what I thought of understanding you. If you really want to go with the proper hands-on, then it is not it is not 1 week, 1 day, or 2 day. It's a very long-term training. But yes, it is achievable, it is doable, and AWS Transform is very much high demanding tool basically, and it is very high in demand. Yeah.
So you are mostly working on AWS or Azure?
Yes. No, I have so my company, which is known as 1by0.ai, is basically a partner with AWS.
Okay.
So we are the platinum partner of AWS. So wherever the migrations, especially on the VMware exit, comes from the customer, I get involved. I, in the sense, like my team get involved, and my company get involved. So we just go ahead and do that. But only the migration part, application assessment and another mappings, and if modernization is required, it will be done by a different team.
Okay.
So that is what I asked you in the beginning, like, because this you should know the entire migration cycle, how this migration works, right? We cannot go ahead and say that, okay, one application has four components, right? Front end, back end, databases, and all. So all the things should be comfortable with the cloud. Like they should work on a cloud, right? At times your database require high IOPS and the cloud does not suffice, then your application cannot move to a cloud. Or else, if you move your network and other compute and storage to the cloud and keep the databases on premises, yes, that is doable. But again, it it causes performance issues, and and it is not a advisable solution.
Okay. And how many migrations have you completed, to AWS?
Currently, now for this project.
No, in overall, like you said, you are
Okay.
working on this AWS since 2017.
Okay, so yes, so I have done it. Let me tell you the customer's name itself. So first customer which I have done was NSW Transport. There is something called New South Wales Transport Australia. Then we have done something for Macquarie University. Currently, I'm doing it for Ascenda, an insurance company. In US, there is one insurance company called HCSC. You might have heard this name, HCSC. For them, I have migrated from on-premises VMware to the VMware on AWS Cloud, and few VMs went to the EC2 instances. Then I have worked for Elevance Health. Elevance Health Corporation was there, which was previously known as the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, right? Those also, some portion of them went to the Azure, some portion went to the AWS because they have scattered themselves as per the region to a different cloud. So so anything which was in North Virginia went to the AWS cloud because of the cheaper pricing, and something which is on the northern part of US, it went to the Azure. So like this is one of the customer, and you might have heard about this thing, ExxonMobil, one of the companies where we have done the VMware exit to the AWS cloud. Yeah, these are the basic customers which I have done it from last 3.5, 4 years.
Okay.
because each project varies on time. The biggest project was for NSW transport, and we have migrated approximately 2,500 VMs from on-premises to cloud in the span of 9 to 10 months. Macquarie University was also quite long, but it was finished in 6 months. Currently, the project which is going on is Ascenda, which is in progress. Ascenda Phase 2. Last year, we have migrated their 400 VMs, and now we are going to migrate approximately 850 VMs here.
Okay. So that includes a VM migration and data migration, virtual machine.
Everything, end to end, everything. See, whenever you think about migrations, there are three core pillar of any infrastructure. One is called compute, which is we call it virtual machines. Another is called network. Another is called storage. So whenever the migration happens, it has to go all three components. My expertise is compute and storage. I know how does the network migration works, right? But I'm not expert in that. I have done it. Okay. I know it, what are the pre-checks and all those things, but the expertise, because whenever you are migrating from on-premises to cloud, you have to create the target, design the target network as well. As so for that we have network architects who design it, and for the storage I used to do it, and for the compute I used to do it, but for the network we have a separate team, because as you know very well, customer does not allow us to touch their network portion, right? So they used to give us access to the compute and storage, but not on the network. And I'm pretty much sure if you go for any migrations, basically network will be taken care by them, or maybe a separate team, not from the team people who are working on those. Yeah.
Okay. And do you also have, documentation? Wherever you have worked on the projects, like for migrations, you created
See,
documentation.
yeah, we have the documentation, we have the run books.
Okay.
If you want, I can share with you. That's not the big concern, but I would be more happy to help you if at all. I can give you the raw run books. Okay, you have
Okay.
to tweak it as per your requirement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
because I want
understand
to
that.
see, how people have done migrations, how they have done assessment and all those things, and case
Yeah,
studies.
definitely, definitely. See, I can give you whatever may be possible because I'm doing it from 2017 onwards. Okay,
Yeah.
and 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 I can add you. I can help you to understand how you can use AI, how you can integrate AI with these migrations to make it faster, smarter, and quicker.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you familiar with Bedrock, AWS Bedrock?
See, AWS Transform is running on the background of AWS Bedrock and SageMaker, right? But we have never got an opportunity to work directly on it. But I know basics of Bedrock. It's not that bad. And
Okay.
but I'm much more familiar with SageMaker Studio. Yeah,
Okay.
AWS Sage.
So you said, we can use AI also for the migration. So that's the stage maker you're mentioning to use.
Okay, so let me share my screen itself. Okay, Mario. So since you have asked me, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can you see something called written Ascenda?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let me go directly. Just so this is AWS Transform tool. Okay, and you can create a workspace. So what I'll do is you can create a workspace, whatever you want, you can do it. So let me show you. Yeah. So what we have done it, can you see this? Hmm. Are you able to see everything?
Yes, very small, in a small font, but that's fine.
But are
Yes, I
you able
can
to
read.
read anything?
No, no, I
Let me,
cannot read it. It's very small.
okay, okay, just
Let
give me a,
me.
no, 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 no. Just give me a
Okay.
quick second. Now you tell me. Now it's better.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
Now it's better. So see, what we have done is Okay, let me show you from the beginning. This you will not get it from outside, and I assume that you're not taking any screenshots
No,
because
no, no. Don't worry.
please. Yeah. So I'm trusting you. That's what
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
sort of share
don't
with
worry.
you. So okay. So now what I did is I have uploaded one inventory file, and it has told me how many servers? 282 servers, 65 network connections, right? Then what does the network connection means here? I asked him the question intentionally. Tell me what you mean by. So now it just started telling me SMB file sharing network connection is there, RDP network connection is there, right? So can you convert into the security groups, right? So it is telling security group architectures, boundaries, RDP, and all those things. So it will does everything, whatever you want, but you have to know but you have to understand, and you should have a great understanding before you reach to a conclusion that what bedrock is telling is correct, right? Means AWS transform is telling, which is uh, like underlying AI tool is bedrock and sagemaker is telling correct, right? And how you have to convert it. So let me, because very honestly speaking with you, uh, I have Excel. Just one second. Hmm. So can you see that this one Excel, I'm opening it where I have mentioned it, where I have mentioned what kind of issues we have faced, right, on AWS Transform, and I have just given to the I have given it to the vendor. Just give me a quick second.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
my daughter is here. I'll just.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So these are the issues were there which we have faced it, and I have reported to the team and they fixed it, right? So I can show you things live, okay, and
Okay.
you'll be able to understand things. I'm in the process of making lab, but again the lab cost is involved. I hope you understand like how does AI tools, labs, and all those things. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have created some. I'll share across with you. I'll make you understand things how it works. Moreover, I travel a lot. So this 21st, I'm traveling to Australia. I'll be returning back on 30th. So whatever we have to do it, we have to start in the month of April, and we can do it on day-to-day basis, daily basis. Uh,
Mhm.
but prior to that, let me explain you what I'm going to teach you.
Okay.
Will this will fulfill your requirement? Okay, especially for the VMware exit. And I want to understand your understanding on VMware, okay, and other stuff. Like
Yeah, I
how
have
good you
basic
are on.
knowledge. I have worked on VMware like a few years back, like I think 6, 7 years back. But I brush it up again. But I know basics of VMware and Hyper-V.
See, do not mistake me. Like, I see, very honestly, only one project I have worked on the Hyper-V, okay, and that was way long back in 2023, okay.
Mm.
Customer wanted to move back from VMware to Hyper-V, even though I have experience on VMware on premises to Nutanix. My expertise is Nutanix as well. If you want, I
Okay.
can teach you the Nutanix component as well, okay.
Okay.
So, have you worked on Nutanix?
No. So our company was also considering, these migration, but the problem with
Nutanix, yeah.
Nutanix is the hardware issue. You need to buy their hardware.
Yes, you need to buy their hardware, but there is an offerings comes in, which
Mm.
is basically provided. Like I'll tell you how it is.
Because people, they
They are
found out
having
that it's more expensive.
uh, Not exactly, but the problem with Nutanix is that it cannot uphold the Oracle databases,
Mm.
Exa databases, right? And most of the people, if anyone has an Oracle databases and if it goes to the Nutanix, it fails, right? Second thing, VMware has very good of microsegmentation, right? Using VMware NSXT, right? They have VMware vSAN where they can easily segregate their block level and file level storages in a very beautiful way, right? That features are not part of uh, Nutanix. But for test and development environment, you can easily migrate to Nutanix using a move tool. So move tool is also one of the very critical tool which I have worked on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll tell you very frankly, like from last, you can say 9 years out of 18 years, my entire experience on migrations, end to end.
Okay.
So,
But
and
mostly AWS.
AWS, Azure, I did it.
Nutanix.
Azure, I have done it. Nutanix, I have done it. Hyper-V, I have done one project. IBM Cloud, I have done the migrations. See, migration methodology is the same, Jeffrey. Okay,
Mm.
it is not going to change. Okay, the only thought process is what's your approach, how you are going. These tools, see, I'll tell you, there is only 10% difference between AWS MGN service and Azure Migrate tool. Only 10%, not much. Only naming conventions are different. Everything is the same.
Okay.
Zerto is the same replication tool, right? Nutanix Move tool is which is using basically working on the snapshot front is the same tool. So understand thing here is like there's not difference on a tool, right? So things are same. So yeah. So anything else you wanted to ask me? I can help you with that.
No, I think I'm good. As you said, I mean, you will prepare a list of the topics that you're going to teach. If you can
Yes,
prepare
I'm
that
going to
list, yeah.
see what are the
I mean,
prerequisites.
plan, teaching plan.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'll coordinate with Mr. Ashish and even I'll confirm you like the technical requirements and the topics, everything. Yeah, I'll coordinate with him, Jeffrey.
Okay, okay, sure.
yeah, sure.
So,
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you,
Jeffrey.
Ashish.
Anything else? And if you want, I can drop you whenever you want to correct me. You can coordinate Mr. Ganesh, right? And he can
Hmm.
schedule a call with me, right?
Yeah, sure,
And
sure.
whatever you want, I can help you in that.
sure, sure.
Yeah, if you said, I mean, you are not able to teach before April, I mean, if you can give me some documentation, share something so I can review,
I will.
understand case studies or
I
something.
will see. That's what I said. You. I will review it. I'll do it. And if I'm traveling to Australia, I'll be free in the nights. But I don't know what will be the timing in the US. Will you be able to comfortable with those timings or not? So many things works like this. So
Yeah,
and
it may work
just
out. I mean, it depends. I mean,
yeah,
on the
definitely.
time.
I'll okay. Let me show you. I was just testing few things on the AWS transform, and now I'll just thought of showing you how beautifully it works. See, I have given a command to it. What is the replication status of this server, this server, this server for the wave, which I have mentioned this one in a table format. And now, can you see, based on the latest data retrieve, this server is complete and this server is 60% complete this, and now it is still in thinking process, which is going to give me in the form of table. Okay, so output should come in the table format, which is still in the progress, and it will reply me. So, the output reply will come like this. Let me show you. Just one second. So it will how it's gonna tell me. It is going to tell me like this. Can you imagine how beautifully this AWS transform is gonna convert the data as per we require? Only thing is that you need to know proper prompting and you need to know how it works, how you can leverage it. Very few people know AWS Transform because currently it is available only for people who are moving to AWS EC2, right? AI. And we try to integrate agentic AI tool with Nutanix Move tool. As you said, it could not succeed well, right? So, but this AWS Transform tool is as of now working good, but still there are some hiccups which we have keep on updating them. They keep on reviewing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks,
Yeah.
Ganesh.
Yeah.
I
Thank
have to
you.
drop
Thank
off.
thank
Actually, I had a hard stop at 8:30, but I have missed 3 minutes, so I have to jump into another call. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.